It has finally happened. Damian Lillard has been traded, but not to the Heat like everyone expected to, but to the Milwaukee Bucks. And honestly, this is crazy three-team trade that happened. The deal is the Bucks get Lillard, but they're also going to trade a first-round pick and some pick swaps in 2018, not 2018, but 2028 and 2030. And they're also going to trade Drew Holiday to the Blazers. But now the Suns are getting in on this action. They're trading DeAndre Ayton, who is also going to the Blazers. But the Phoenix Suns are basically going to get Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nazir Little, and Keon Johnson. The Blazers finished with a first-round pick, some swaps, and they're also, like I said, going to get Drew Holiday and DeAndre Ayton. So, who wins this trade? It's honestly an interesting trade for the Bucks. They're trading defense for offense because one of their problems, as we know, has been they play great defense, but they go into scoring droughts. Honestly, because other than Giannis, who do you have a consistent scorer? I mean, Chris Middleton's there sometimes, but honestly, he's not going to go out there and give you 40-50 every game. But so they're hoping basically with Damian Lillard that he's going to keep up the scoring so that they're a problem right with Giannis. And honestly, with Lillard shooting threes, that makes their three-point game consistent. Honestly, I like it because when you look at it, the pick and roll option with Giannis and Damian Lillard is going to be insane. But honestly, you look at the Blazers, they go into a full young rebuild, right? They got DeAndre Ayton, a solid big. They got Drew Holiday, a veteran with some defense in the backcourt. They honestly need the veteran player like him. But I've also seen reports that they're not going to keep him. But honestly, they get a draft pick, right? They get one first-round draft pick, and then they get some swaps. So not too crazy for the Blazers. But I do think they did a pretty good job. They didn't want to trade with the Miami Heat. I honestly don't know why they didn't want to. The Heat did offer some good trade packages, but there's something we obviously didn't see there that the Blazers didn't like. But honestly, let me know in the comment sections, Blazers fans, are you happy with this trade? But for the Suns, this is interesting because we know they didn't like DeAndre Ayton. So they switch him out. They get Nurkic. Nurkic is honestly a big body. Like, that's a big body in the paint. So that's going to be interesting to watch. They also get Grayson Allen, Little, Johnson, right? They get some solid players to add into an already stacked offensive team because they honestly need to have a bench. We all know they never had a bench ever since they got KD and Booker. But now, honestly, they got KD, Booker, Beal, and those new additions. But are these role players good enough to get it done? I honestly don't know. But this is a very interesting trade. Let me know in the comment sections, who do you think won the trade? I think Lillard, honestly, on the Bucks, it definitely makes them better. But the serious problem, though, is with trading Drew Holiday, your defensive point guard. Who do you put on matchups such when you're versing the Celtics, 76ers, Heat, and stuff like that? You know, you don't have Drew Holiday no more, so you can't put him on Tatum. You can't put him on Jaylen Brown. If you play the 76ers, you can't put him on Tyrese Maxey if Tyrese Maxey goes off. You can't put him on Harden if Harden stays with the 76ers. But honestly, like the Heat, if Jimmy Butler has a game, who do you put on him? We know Damian Lillard is a great offensive threat, but his defense is not to the level as what Drew Holiday was. And even if they make it out the East, which I think they could, when they play the Suns, who are you gonna put on Bradley Beal, Devin Booker? And then honestly, like we all know Giannis will probably be on KD. But then you look at it, another matchup that's interesting to look at is if they play the Nuggets, once again, the reigning champs. Who do you put on Jamal Murray if he goes off? Who do you put on Michael Porter Jr. if he goes off? Because we all know Giannis is going to have to stay on Jokic most of the game because that's honestly the best defensive matchup they could have. And then even the Warriors, Dame owns Steph Curry to a certain extent, in my opinion. But if he starts going off, you can't put Drew Holiday on him no more. What if Klay Thompson starts going off? Who do you put on him? Chris Middleton is a great defender, but at the same time, that's just not his ballpark. Like, that's not just him. But honestly, it was a great trade, in my opinion. But there's some questions that need to be answered. But honestly, it's going to be a very exciting season with them together. But honestly, let me know in the comment sections down below who you think won the trade and who lost the trade. And what do you think the Bucks' record is going to be with Damian Lillard and Giannis? And honestly, how bad are the Blazers going to be? Or do they actually surprise the NBA and become contenders? But anyways, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. But peace out.